Hi, my name's Beth Spencer, and I'm here to talk about this little book that published by Flying Islands. And this has got poems from my other three books, which is that one, Things in a Glass Box, and this one, How to Conceive of a Girl, and more recent one, Vagabondage. And I'm so grateful to Kit and Ruby, for the amazing care she took and imagination she had with the translations, which I've keep hearing from people who read Mandarin that they're very beautiful translations, and to Kit for allowing me to be part of this wonderful series. So I'm just going to read a poem today. This one is from this book, and it's called My Mother's Eyes, the Sky, the Clouds. The radio played Too Young to be Married. There is an umbrella in the doorway. I dreamt of an umbrella expanding, growing inside like a magic bean. Climb like Jack into the land of the giants, grab the golden goose. In the first photo, we all looked terrible except for Mum, who looked fine. In the second, we looked fine, but Mum had her eyes closed. She chose the second one and had the eyes painted in, bright dots, china doll's eyes that never closed, never saw. She hung it in the hall where the sun came in like an oblong box. The colours faded and receded, the yellows and greys and wedding whites, but the china eyes stayed round and bright, always the same. Franz Kafka. We photograph things in order to drive them out of our minds. My stories are a way of shutting my eyes. Linda asks her father, can they tell people he doesn't live there anymore? She is 5. Chris says, was it because I didn't kick the football right? I remember the long windows in the front room, the makeshift curtains, sun on the table. We kept spooning the rice bubbles up to our mouths as the back door slammed. I had a cookery teacher once who said we would keep a husband as long as we could make a good choux pastry. That was 10 years ago. On the flight to Cairns, the man next to me says that he is liquefying and can drink only a small teacup of water each day. In the motel room, the woman on TV says of her husband who has Alzheimer's, I know I've lost him, but at least I can still hold his hand. I am afraid of the mosquitoes biting my hands, that it will be for me that the butcher will lose his thumb. Roland Barthes says, the photograph is violent, not because it shows violent things, but because it fills the sight by force, and because in it nothing can be refused or transformed. In another place, my father's friend has the kind of hair you want to touch, and my mother sits by a window knitting. The garment multiplies thick and soft between her fingers. And Gertrude Stein has Alice Toklas say, I like a view, but I like to sit with my back turned to it. Thank you. Sorry, I can't turn it off.